Turn it up. Let it play. Let it play. Game time talk. Lock in with Frost and Zay. Yeah. Tip off, kick off, pregame flame. Box score brain with the sideline slang. Film room vision from the couch. They coach, cool, take, hot stat. That's a crisp combo. Fourth and short, they going for it. Press break, full court, can you score it? From the barbershop chat to the big screen plot, they break it all down, every angle, every spot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still last. Frost on the mic, Zay talk that talk, from the chalk to the pot, they calling every shot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the crowd get loud when they run it all back. If you love that grind, you gon' feel this way. Turn it up, lock in with Frost and Zay. Overtime stories, buzzer beater nights. Trade rumors running through the timeline. Hype, draft daydreams. Who's the next one up? They weigh every word like a trophy cup. Red zone reads. Who's clutch, who fall? Legends getting told like the banners in gold. From playing hope to the Super Bowl stage, they paint that picture page by page. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still stay. Frost on the mic, Zay talk that talk, from the chalk to the park, they calling every shot. Where the crowd get loud when they run that show. If you ride for the game, you gon' feel this flame. Turn it up, tap in with Frost and Zay. New week, new smoke, what's next? What's next? High seat, bold take, no takes. No take. You can hear that grind in the breath they take. Every word, every pause, every point they make. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the beat hit first, but the facts still last. Frost on the mic, Zay talk that talk, from the chalk to the park, they calling every shot. Welcome to the Chris Logic Podcast, where the crowd get loud when they run it all back. If you live this sport, you gon' press play. Turn it up, ride out with Frost and Zay. Frost and Zay. Turn it up.
Yeah, boy. What is good, party people? What is good? How y'all living? How you living?
We good over here. We good over here. We rocking,
good, bro.
Yeah, we good.
And if we good, that means we know y'all good. We know y'all tuned in, and that means it is showtime. We got another live episode of the Chris Logic Podcast. It's your boys. You are officially live with Frost and Zay. And if you're live with Frost and Zay, that means we got another episode of the Chris Logic Podcast. Your boys is back in the building. You know who I am. You know who I be, a.k.a. your boy Frost, a.k.a. Frostradamus. And I got the evil genius with me. What's good,
Yes,
my
sir.
boy?
Yes, sir. The man, the myth, the legend. It's your boy Zay. We are back in the building. I'm pretty sure you seen the tagline. So with that, you know, you see what type of time I'm on. You see who I'm rocking with. You know, it's the bean. It's the bean, the one and only. And just so you know, I'm originator. It's the 8 bean. It's the 8 bean.
Only bro got that.
It's the 8 bean. So
It's
it's young Cole.
you want Froby vibes today.
Oh yeah, Froby.
Young
Froby with
Froby,
the
homie.
Adidas. With the Adidas, homie.
The crazy ones. I got you.
Hey, guess what? I got them motherfuckers too. I should have just threw them on just for the episode.
Hey, right.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that kind of energy. I feel it, man. Nah, that was definitely some of my favorites, man. I'm definitely all about the crazy ones, man. I'm actually trying to catch them at the right price on StockX when they drop, but y'all know what it is, man. It is episode number 67. And in today's age, you already know if you hear a 6 and a 7, that means this is 6-7. But in this case, we talking about the 6-7 going in the wrong direction. And as they already kind of let the cat out the bag, and I've been talking about it ever since the thought came to mind, it is time for us to have an honest conversation about why, how, sway, whatever you want to call it. Why is Kobe, the late great Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, being left out of the GOAT conversation when it comes to the NBA? And in particular, you already know, when you start talking GOAT talk, the conversation these days seems to always kind of center around two names. Obviously, those of us who grew up in the 80s, 90s, remember the beloved Michael Jordan and or the Michael Jeffrey Jordan to be specific. 'Cause, you know, you got Michael B. Jordan. You got to separate them two nowadays. But
Big names, big names,
no,
big
no,
names,
no fresh squeeze over
big,
here. You know what I'm saying?
big names,
Big
fresh
names.
squeeze.
So
For
obviously,
those that know, they know.
that's right. If you know, you know. 2K heads definitely know. So now, man, we're talking about
You know what's even funnier about that
what's
connection?
that? What's that?
Because Kobe was the intro video with Michael B in that.
You right.
Fresh squeeze.
God, that was before 2K start killing us with microtransactions, and we're definitely going to get into the concept of microtransactions later in this episode. So, but nah, man, go conversation on deck, man. Obviously, it comes down to whether it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan or LeBron Ramon James, and it just depends on whether both guys are great, man. But it seems like people always either tend to dismiss Kobe's impact on the game, his resume, try to easily reach for the definite. If there was ever a definition of what we like to call the low-hanging fruit logic, he's just a Jordan clone. Nah, that shit stops here, bro. Like, we got to stop that shit. So we are here today to officially make the case as to it's time to add a third chair to that table and make the case for the late, great Kobe Bryant and why he deserves to be in that GOAT conversation and why he's been left out. So we're going to get right into it, though, man. And to kind of check off the first piece of it, I want everybody that's like tuned into the chat and stuff, man, be sure to provide your feedback and your thoughts. What's good, Ruli? I see you tapped in with us here, Ruli. Appreciate you, sir. I'm doing my best, man. Be patient with us with the chat, man, because the chat alerts don't be hitting like how they used to. I'm still trying to figure out what to do to get that fixed, but we're going to work through it. I'm going to try to be as dynamic as possible, but nonetheless, first piece here, feel free to chime in, chat. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the comments and posting as y'all are rolling. The GOAT debate, Michael versus LeBron, or in general, should Kobe be included? And we're just going to kind of like, softly step into this. Again, chat, I'm challenging y'all to make your cases, answer the question, and provide your input. Should Kobe be included in the GOAT conversation? But Zay, I'm going to let you cook first off the bat. I know you obviously, with the insignias included, you even got the joint on in reverse, man. Your thoughts on whether Kobe has a legit case to be in this GOAT conversation?
Yeah, Kobe has a legit case just off the simple fact that, people want to bring rings into it. He has more rings than Bron. And that's just a fact. Like, yeah, the other two have more MVPs, but he has more rings and a higher winning percentage in the finals than Bron. All right. So, regardless of, he went to 10 straight. Yeah, he's 40% in finals. You know what I mean? So, he has a losing record in the finals. So do you hold that against him? People tend not to, but only when they're talking to the Jordan debate. Even if you go to the lines of, oh, he's a Jordan clone, that's fine. But, he didn't have the 48-inch vert they claim Jordan had. He's not the freak athlete like the other two. He's a 36-inch vert. He's outside of being 6'6", 6'7", he is an average person, but he just worked his ass off. People say all the time, Gilbert said it best. He took a Volkswagen body and turned that motherfucker into a Bugatti. He worked his ass off to become what he is.
Work, bro.
And he outworked everybody to the point that people think he is borderline insane, crazy. And it took that type of dedication and sacrifice. So, yes, I firmly believe he deserves to be in the GOAT talk. But even if you don't have him in the GOAT talk, at the bare minimum, y'all got to stop the disrespect saying, I heard people say, he's not even top 10 in the NBA. He can't be a direct clone of Jordan and have 5 rings and not be top 5. The fuck are we talking about?
Saying that Kobe's not top 10 is... who are you going to make the case for to be ahead of him definitively, in top 10? And the only 2 names I'm going to even entertain, putting ahead of him, maybe 3. Maybe 3. Bron, Mike, maybe Kareem. Depending on. Those are the only guys that I would even say Anybody else? No, I got a damn good debate to challenge that. And mind you, this is coming from a guy that was not always the biggest Kobe fan, but we're gonna get into that here in a little bit. But go ahead, my guy.
Yeah,
Continue.
so you know, like I'm a Laker fan through and through. I grew up with my uncle, Laker fan. He's the reason I'm a Michigan fan. He's the reason I'm a Laker fan. He's the reason I'm a Bengal fan. So just following my uncle, getting into sports with him, naturally took a liking to the Lakers. Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Eldon Campbell, like yeah. So I'm a Laker fan through and through. And what's good, my boy? What's good, Nick? Yeah, it was good money. But yeah, so you know, me being what 6 and them drafting a 17-year-old at the time, both born in August, like, bro, like Kobe was my guy to the fullest. I grew up with Kobe, like, you know, being able to have a team and then have a guy be a part of that team, his entirety of his career, give everything to that city, give everything to that team. It was special, and he holds a special spot in my heart, you know. And even outside the other two, he the only one that never put on a different jersey, outside of an All-Star game jersey. So, you know, people want to forget about those. People want to forget about those 2 years in Washington, but now that's a part of his legacy. It's a part of it. Like for his age, it was still a good tenure those 2 years. That's not a knock against him, but now you can't just throw that away. He laced some sneaker up for 2 more years with the Wizards, and it's a fact. He's not a Bulls only player his whole career. He's not.
Facts.
So
that's a fact.
You know, it is what it is. And you can say like, well, he's the only one that didn't win a team for. I've heard this argument. Didn't win a team for the team that he was drafted by. He was traded a week after the fucking trade, after the draft for Vlade Divac. He never put on a Hornets uniform. He never was intended to put on a Hornets uniform. That trade was already in the works before the draft happened.
Well before.
It just got finalized like a week after.
Shout out to the great.
He wasn't traded on draft night, but he was traded like a week after when they finally hammered out the deal. He was traded for Vlade Divac.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So he was drafted by them. Jerry West made that pick for Charlotte.
Yep.
For the Hornets. He made that pick for him because that was part of the trade. But I digress.
No doubt.
You go on your tangent, on your little soapy box.
I'm gonna get to that part. We're gonna spin the block here in a second on that. We got some questions here coming from our boy Marcellus. Jesus Christ, that is large. Apologies for that taking up the screen. He says, I got a question. Is it hang on, he says, is it wrong to leave out a player? I'm gonna put that back up again for y'all. It's wrong to leave out a player who you didn't watch growing up outside of the GOAT debate. For example, he didn't watch Jordan play, so he can't put in his infant. Oh wow, he doesn't even have him in his top 5. That in some social circles, my guy, that might be borderline blasphemous. But
it ain't borderline. This is blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Under no circumstances does not Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Now let me stop, bro. Y'all can tell I've watched too much Stephen A. through the years, but. Okay, when he's got more, he says, like, my GOATs are Kobe, Dirk, Bron, and the guys I watch. So, I mean, to each his own. At the end of the day, man, you got a right to, you got a right to feel who you feel should be in that conversation based on who you watch growing up. I mean, that's why, like, when people try to make the hard case for, like, the Kareems, the Magics, the Birds of the world, like, for me, I watched them at the very end of their careers, and even then as a child when I really didn't understand basketball to its full capacity. So that's why I give that kind of pushback. So no, you got every right to feel like that. You know, I respectfully have to disagree because the NBA wouldn't even be where it's at right now if it wasn't for the impact that Michael Jordan had off the court. I mean, he became a household name. Like you can talk to people that did not watch a second of basketball in the 90s and they know who MJ is if it ain't for just the shoes alone. So he has a very long and enduring legacy. I just think that's crazy talk to leave him out the top 5, but I mean, I watched him growing up, and even then I watched him in his prime growing up as well. So, I mean, it's not far-fetched to me. You got a right to feel like that, and I think that as time goes on, especially as his sneaker empire continues to, like, slowly dwindle down, if ever. But if it continues to, be at the a ridiculous cost, can't get a hold of him and all that stuff. Like I think that's really what keeps his name like alive and relevant right now. Because the stats, all the records are getting broken, everything is like coming through and being surpassed by say like LeBron James, which is the reason why you gotta start putting more respect on him having like a conversation as the GOAT. My boy Jonathan, what's going on, my boy? Appreciate you chiming in. He's got LeBron James as his GOAT definitively.
What's going on, John? What's going on?
But I'm posing that question to you, my guy. Does we know that this is kind of centered around a Mike and Bron thing? Does Kobe deserve a seat at the table in that conversation? That's what we are making the case for here today specifically. But nah, money, you got every right to feel the way that you want to feel as far as that goes. So like if you feel that Mike Mike is out of your top five, Mike's out of your top five, no matter how sacrilegious we may feel that is.
Like I said, I wouldn't agree with it. Like
Same here.
I think, but also it's a conversation that people need to have and have it with themselves when they're talking about the GOAT conversation, right? So it's a difference between who is actually the greatest of all time versus who your favorite player is of all time. So I love Kobe, and Kobe is my guy. I won't say that he's better than Jordan, but he's damn close.
It's definitely insane, JB.
Like he's making a claim to be in that. Like, so Kobe disrespect is fucking crazy. Like I said, I've heard people say he's not even top 10,
which is just so fucking insane, bro.
Like even if you want to go. Like I can't even really fix it to be like he's not even top 5 all the time. Yeah. But like if you want to say it, like I'll give you. If you want to argue Kareem, if you want to argue, I can't do it. If you want to argue Bird, like I can't put Magic in there. Like he's not even the greatest Laker, so you can't be Kobe's a better Laker.
Yeah.
Like Magic played a pivotal point in saving the NBA. So he gets credit for that, him and Bird. So that's the reason that Bird is also that high on the list as well. So, like, I get it, but the Kobe disrespect has to stop. And that's what I won't tolerate. Like, the Kobe disrespect is blasphemous. It's fucking insane. I think the GOAT debate, the legit GOAT debate is between two. But you can craft an argument that Kobe is in that, but me personally, I wouldn't say he's better than Jordan. But he made a damn good run at it. Damn good run.
That's fair.
Fell one title short. He went to more titles. Had more career scoring points. So, like, I get it, but I wouldn't say he's better than Mike. Mike has some insane fucking numbers. And outside of the rings, he also had multiple MVPs, scoring titles, multiple all-defense teams, right along with Scotty. Like, he was no slouch on either side of the ball. So, and he has a defensive player of the year. I think that kind of gives him a nod.
Yeah.
He has something that Bron don't even got. Like, Bron don't got defensive player of the year. Like, Jordan does.
True.
Jordan does. So, I get it. Yeah, but the Kobe disrespect got to stop. Like, he some fucking slouch. Like, that is fucking... And he did it in the biggest market under crazy pressure. And through turmoil. Going through a trial. Beefing with his ace Boone Coon. Shaq fist fighting him. To then having a deal playing with Smush fucking Parker. A couple seasons.
Bruh.
Being robbed of 2 MVPs. Like, I don't think people realize how bad those LA rosters were when he was getting to the 8 seed. Like, I don't think people realize how bad those rosters were. Like, Smush Parker is not an NBA point guard. And that was, roll the ball out with Smush. The fuck you gonna do with that? So
Just like when I always make the case that everybody gets on Tracy McGrady for not being able to get out the first round, it's ironic that Kobe could not get out the first round when he had an equally bad roster. But hey, what do I know? People just want to settle for that low hanging fruit. Meanwhile, Kobe was out there fighting for his life with Smushbacher and Kwame Brown as his guys that he had to lean on. Agreed, man. That's what we're definitely making the case for here as well. Circling back to give money his platform real quick. He says it's valid. I just want to emphasize I'm not discrediting everything. I just never watched him play, but he's always heard about and seen in the highlights. But it doesn't move me like it does to what the older guys who actually watched him play. Now, and I get that, bro. Like that's just kind of where that's just the culture that we're in right now. Like it's about who's watched who and who's done what and stuff. So I definitely don't disagree with where you're going with that. Hang on, we got chat starting to tune up here. Here we go. Jordan has hella all time. Yeah, he does. Oh shit!
like that's all I was laughing at. He did. He treated Smush like complete shit. Like Smush said, like he didn't talk to him for like 2 years. Like while they were playing together, like didn't talk to the nigga. Like,
hey man, Smush, well, especially after the fact, Smush out here was sounding like G Money, bro. Talking about, man, he treated me like I was soft, man. He treated me like I was violent.
like I'm in the NBA,
nigga. You forgot about me, man. Your brother. Kobe was like, shit.
Bro, like what did we mention in T-Mac for? Like T-Mac
because I brought that up. Mac was definitely different. And he didn't have the same expectations as Kobe, but you know when, at least from me, because I'm probably like one on the chairman of I'm on the board of people that try to make the case for T-Mac needing to be rated higher than some of these guys that, you know, they put above him. I'm like, bro, y'all keep holding that first round shit. Like, but when other guys have had equally bad rosters, they struggle. Dwayne Wade cannot get out the first round when his roster was dog shit. Kobe cannot get out the first round either when his roster was dog shit. And guess what? Michael Jeffrey Jordan, prior to Scottie Pippen, could not get out the first round. It happens to all of them, brother. You know, like when you got a bunch of like, again, y'all want to talk about guys going up against plumbers and substitute teachers. What the fuck you think Mac had around him? But I'm not doing that now. That this is the making a case for Kobe. But you know, this more respect needs to be put on T Mac's name. But this is about the bean here for sure. So, we've answered the question of whether he does belong in the GOAT conversation. But let's look at the accolades real fast. So obviously we got 1 MVP, 5 chips, 18 All-Star selections, 12 All Defensive First Teams. I think that's
youngest All-Star starter in NBA history.
Mm-hmm.
At the is it still stands to today, or is it at the time?
I got you. Keep cooking. I got you.
So he, like multiple times steals leader in the NBA. Like Kobe was that guy. Like he said, 12 all defensive teams. I think of those 12, I think 8 were first team all defense.
So holds that record, 19 years and 169 days.
And you know, people want to be like, well, it was fan voted. Yeah, he was fan voted because people know it was the passing of the torch. People had already seen like he got Jordan-esque shit to his game. So nah. We ain't stopping that Pippen Jordan shit, JT. You know my saying, no pip, no chip.
No pip, no chip. but here's the thing though. But here's the thing, JT. Like here's the thing. Like, and I know. Again, we talk about the low hanging fruit. The number one thing people do when it comes to Kobe, he has Shaq. True.
Bro, everybody has somebody.
Everybody's got somebody.
Everybody win a chip with somebody. Nobody wins a chip on their own, bro. Nobody wins a chip on their own. So,
hold on. Michael Shields says LeBron is the GOAT. We both know that.
He a Bron guy through and through. So
that's fair.
And it's fine, man. Like, we not stopping that. No pit, no chip, and we know that. But at the same time, we can also say no D Wade, no Bosh, no chip, because he didn't do it without them either.
No Kyrie, no Kevin Love.
You see how he had 2 stars? See how he had two stars with him? Like
Yeah.
we can make that same type of argument for Bron too. Like you win a championship with a collective. You don't win it
Mm-hmm.
by yourself. It's a team. It is a team thing. Kobe should have minimum 3 MVPs. Should have, but you can't really win MVP when you get 8 seeds, man. Like even though those teams was so fucking shitty and he was averaging 33, 34, getting into an 8 seed, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
so
Rully's got his take. I agree with Kobe being the GOAT conversations, playing through injuries, the 81. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
he had a three-peat and a
those are
repeat. So
those are money. We know everybody needs somebody, but here's where, while everybody does need somebody, here's where it gets interesting, right? Paz has made his claim. He's saying George's the GOAT. Fair enough. Hey, feel how you want to feel. This is not about definitively who's the GOAT, but why is it constantly being restricted to Mike and Bron and Kobe's getting shaded? The first thing I know people want to go after is, well, he had Shaq. Well, how much of Shaq did he have? If I recall, there were several seasons where, they won a chip or came off of an off season. Shaq missed a multitude of games to start the season. In some cases, playing his way back into shape or whatever the case is. And Kobe did, just enough to keep the Lakers in playoff competition as Shaq came down from 450 pounds plus one of those damn off seasons with the bullshit ingrown toenail. So, like, did he really have Shaq? Or was it more of he had half a Shaq? See what I did there?
nah, like you can still say he goated because at the end of the day, he's not even a sidekick because sidekicks don't average 30. So, and as much as we say like he had Shaq
Back
had
to
Kobe.
that Pacers finals.
Like Shaq had Kobe. Like you can't say that without the other. Like Shaq had Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq doesn't win those chips without Kobe.
Nope.
He was a vital piece of that. So they're interchangeable. Like they don't win any of those rings without each other. That they're the reason they went on that three-peat, both of them together. It is a team thing, and that's perfectly fine. He won 3 Finals MVPs. Shaq averaged 35 and 13. Yeah, Kobe averaged 35 and 5. So, it is what it is in finals. So,
But I'm also going back to Michael's point there. He's saying can't Kobe when he had that, but like, how much weight does that really carry at the end of the day? Like, let's be honest. I mean, hell, Andre Iguodala has NBA Finals MVP, and we're gonna say that Steph don't win without Iggy. Are we gonna try to make that same argument? You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph's clearly one of the best players of all time, and we give him his flowers there. But like, how impactful is that award really? You know what I mean? Like, how impactful is it?
like he got it for his defensive prowess on Bron when Bron averaged 35, 12, and 10.
Which is crazy to me, right?
Because he made him work for it because he shot 40%. Doesn't make anything. Like,
Yeah. While LeBron was literally
doesn't
out
make any
there with
sense.
like a bunch of recycled parts and half a starting lineup, out there relying on Matthew Dellavedova to help save the day.
Yeah, like, but I will say this though, like I'm not, like I said, this isn't necessarily the GOAT debate, but even when you talk about like Jordan and he's 6-0, I feel like I can definitively say Jordan never faced any teams like Bron faced. Like
Well,
any,
yeah, squad. Yeah.
like even him getting swept the first time, he never faced anything like San Antonio with Tim Duncan, Parker, and yeah, he never faced anything like that. He never faced anything like the Warriors. He never faced anything like close to that. So,
Like, if we're going to be honest, who was the last team that beat Michael Jordan in the postseason? One answer. It was the Orlando Magic, the 1995 Orlando Magic, right? That might, like, no disrespect to whoever you want to throw out there, the last generation of the Lakers when they were beat up and old and Magic was on his last legs before the announcement came. Whether you want to talk about the Trailblazers, Charles Barkley, no disrespect to him, Kevin Johnson, and Dan Marley. No disrespect to Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, and no disrespect to Stockton and Malone. But I personally feel that Orlando was a better team than all of them, and that is the strongest team that he
because
went
like
up
even
against.
if you go Jordan's first ring, right?
Yep.
versus the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have Kareem. He was hurt.
Yep.
Like, they were missing their best player, their best offensive player, who they didn't have an answer for. So if Kareem is healthy, is he 5-1 in the finals, or is he still 6-0? I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Like, we'll never know.
Kevin
You hit him with
slander.
just because it's something you don't agree with doesn't make it slander. Like, none of it is
Right.
slander. Like, it's just facts of the matter. Like,
That's exactly it right there, bro. Like he's saying it. Like Bron faced dynasties. Mike never faced no damn dynasty, bro. Like not one.
Like,
He
at
didn't
the end
even
of the
go
day,
against the
he
Rockets
faced-
in the finals.
Like, he faced Charles Barkley in one of the finals where the next best player was fucking Danny Ainge. Like, let's give it up. Like, give it a break.
Whoa.
Give
Kevin
it a break.
Johnson. He had Kevin Johnson. He had Dan Marley.
You said Dan Marley. That's enough said, bro. Like, you said that like that was like some groundbreaking shit.
Hey, that was Jerry Krause's guy.
Danny Ainge started on that team, bro. And he was a shooter. And he was the shooter. Kevin Johnson, we all know, was an assist man. Like, at the end of the day, that's what we know.
Put some
Kevin
respect
Johnson
on
is. Like,
KJ's name, man. Come on.
I respect it. He the governor. He the governor of Sacramento. You know, I respect it. I respect it. He was a 13,
James Worthy
14
was
point.
hurt. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Worthy in that. See, so you missing 2 of the best 3. That was the only potential dynasty, and he ducked. He got a chance to duck that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh man. But okay, that's
no,
fair.
he never got past that Detroit dynasty.
I was just getting ready to say that
He never got past that.
He
never got past
he beat
that.
them when it was getting ready to fall apart, bro. Like, come on, we gotta be honest. How many L's did he take before he finally beat them? Like, we can't discredit that. The Pistons had him and Scotty in a chokehold.
And no, Kareem did not retire the year before. He was on the roster. He was fucking hurt. That's the reason. That's the whole. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
I love the alchemy that's happening right now. This is exactly what I wanted. Yours getting whooped by big facts. He was, but people always forget that part about his career. They act like it just never happened. They lock in on the '90s, and you can't take the '90s away from.
Yeah, because even when they could talk
fans,
about
bro.
Jordan, right? They're like, oh, Jordan dropped 63 in a playoff. He the all single game all time scoring leader. Yeah, in a fucking loss. Scored 63 and lost. Like, even that didn't come in the win. So.
Yeah, true. I ain't gonna say it's the only one that we shit on, because we know we take some dumps on football, buddy. Like we definitely shit on the past when it comes to football. Like, come on. Come on.
Nah, I definitely shit on football, because I shit on any sport, because at the end of the day, if we not in it, I don't count it.
Right.
So,
that's a fact. Right. Exactly.
So,
but yeah, he beat them 4-0. But how many times did he get his ass beat before that? I mean, like, no pun intended, they created a monster because nobody wanted to see Michael no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he beat AJ. Yeah, I mean, he did. They both of those franchises, they had reached their limits, man. Like Larry, what was Larry's phrase at the end of his career? Can't run, can't jump, bad back, and pathetic.
And actually, we shit on it all the time. It's one simple saying in football that we use that shits on all the past. Athletes today are built different. We stronger, faster, more technology. They train different. They specialize in things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we shit on that too. Like, we shit on that. Like, there were not 6'5", 290-pound defensive ends running 4 fucking 4s in 1970. It didn't happen.
There were no Julius Peppers back then.
It didn't happen. There was no Javon Curses. There were no Julius Peppers. There was no Reggie Waynes. There was none of that.
There was no Deion Sanders.
Like, there was no Barry back in 70. Like, there was no Megatron. They had never seen a 6'5" receiver that was 6'5", 240 and ran a 4.3. The old school days never seen no shit like that.
Nope.
They never seen a Randy Moss that was 6'4", 210 pounds and ran a fucking 4.3 with a 48-inch vertical leap. Like,
Well, hold on, no, because there are some idiots out there that do try to shit on Jerry Rice,
They do try to shit on Jerry Rice. Someone like he didn't catch passes with his hands. It don't fucking matter. He got the most catches in NFL history.
He had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks throwing him the ball.
He made them Hall of Famers. He made them Hall of Famers.
Thank you.
He made them Hall of Famers.
Yes.
They didn't make him a Hall of Fame receiver.
And that's coming from a 49ers fan. That's coming from a 49ers fan. That you are exactly right. There was one common denominator.
He's the common denominator. He has the Super Bowl MVP. He has that. He the only receiver that's in this upper echelon of receivers who also has rings. None of the other top 5 receivers have rings, and they damn sure don't got Super Bowl MVPs. I know we're getting off topic, but yeah,
no,
Jerry Rice stands in a league of his own. There's nothing to shit on Jerry about. Like his when he set the record for most touchdowns in a season, that was a strike shortened season. He only played 12 fucking games. So he's different. He's fucking different.
Hang on, going back to money. I hear you, JT. I hear you over there cooking, my boy. But hang on, we gonna get to that. Money says people treat Jordan beating them like how when your little cousin beats you that one time and they never let it go, even though you beat them every single time. But that one time, yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I'll give you a better analogy than that, bro. It's the Little Giants logic. What they say to Little Giants, one time. So all it takes is one time. But I mean, hell, we all had one-time moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all had one-time moments. But getting back to this, so Jordan didn't make Pippen a Hall of Famer. I mean, they didn't win without each other. Like Kobe won eventually without Shaq, and there was no top 10 player that was there was no top 10 player of all time on his roster, especially on them second 2 Lakers teams. Like, love Pau Gasol, love Lamar Odom, love those guys, but they weren't Shaq. You know what I mean? So, like, what are we really talking about when we're trying to say Jordan didn't make Pippen a Hall of Famer? Scottie worked his ass off to become that caliber of a player. And ironically, when they split apart, they didn't win rings. Like, Mike retired, came back with the Wizards. He couldn't carry them to no playoff. He couldn't even get them to the playoffs. Like, Scottie was still making the playoffs at least on situations where it was a clear unction. Like he still made the playoffs with the Blazers. He still made the playoffs
with the Rockets.
Without the Rockets, hell, he made the playoffs one season without Mike. Could have made it to the finals if it wasn't for some bullshit going on in the locker room and that shit against the Knicks. Like, like we gotta be honest and put more respect on Scottie's name if we really gonna go that route. There's a reason why the hashtag is out there. No Pip, no Chip. Like, flat out. Like, like,
and then people, like, I just think it's funny how people take facts of the matter as slander. It's not slanderous information. Like, these are just facts. Like, it's nothing to talk about because, like, I already debunked you on the football talk. Like, but then you compare Jerry Rice. Like, Jerry Rice in the receiver world stands alone. Like,
he's that guy. Like, there's no challenge.
Because when you look at receivers, he has everything. He even has the rings to back it up.
Got the rings, got the records, got the stats, got the all-time stats. Like, Jerry Rice is unquestionably the greatest receiver of all time as far as the total package goes. Like, period. Like, you might be able to talk about Moss being more athletic or, T.O. being a...
Yeah, you want to say, like, people physical, are more visually pleasing than Jerry Rice? That's fine. Yeah. But who had the longevity? Like, basically... It's damn near he damn near the Braun of receivers. Like, played 20 years. Mm-hmm. Did at a high clip for 18 of the 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah, like, Jerry is different, but he even struggled his rookie year. So imagine if he would have came in year 1 like clicking. Mm-hmm. But, like, his records would probably never be touched.
Yeah.
Ever. But
look at my young OG coming through. My young G coming through with them facts, boy. He said the Bulls are still competitive. When Jordan left, when Bron and Kobe left their respective teams, they fell off. They collapsed or damn near fell off the following years. I mean, that's true. That is true. And that's the one thing right there that gets me the most when it comes to the Jordan argument. People don't understand how impactful Dennis Rodman was to that second dynasty run. The low-hanging fruit says, oh, well, Mike came back from playing baseball. He took the off season and he built himself back up and he came back with the Louisville Slugger. Yeah, the Louisville Slugger was called Dennis Rodman. Like,
Yeah,
we're going to be honest.
but like, I'm not even holding that like all against him. Like, yeah, I know I say all the time, like, no Pip, no chip, like that, and that's true. But you don't win championships by yourself. Like I said, nobody does. So, it is what it is. Like, and football is a little bit different. Like, the only person that you can really question in football about who the GOAT is there's only one person that you can't question, and that's Tom. Like, him going to so many, you can't question it. He cannot be your favorite. He's not my favorite receiver, quarterback of all time. But like, it's different. Like, at the end of the day, football is a different beast. You having 7 rings in football. 7 rings in football is crazy, and we all know that. And we all know that. You can't argue it. You can't argue it. He's unarguable, and I hate having that. And I'm a Michigan man. He's unarguable. He's fucking Thanos. He's inevitable. He is there. He's fucking there. You can't argue it. 7 rings, bro. And he has what, 4 MVPs, 5 MVPs? It's there, bro. It's there. He's the only person you can't argue, and I hate it too. I hate it.
I think I hate it a lot more strongly than you do. If my reactions ain't saying I'm damn near about ready to throw up over here, but I'm not gonna argue against it. I'm gonna just chill, and
because you can't. There's nothing tangible to argue against it.
I'm going to write a master thesis one day to debunk it. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of reaching that I'm gonna have to do, but
no, I've called no. And the answer to you, no. Tom Brady is a game manager who turned a game changer to take Cam Newton's. He is a game manager. He was a game manager those first 3 rings. He was a game manager. He
was.
And then he became the reason they won the last 3. So
my boy JT going through it with this one. Oh shit. He's we're getting no people. I mean,
no. The reason that doesn't stand is because I'm already it's already documented. I've said Tom Brady is a game manager. His first 3 chips. I've said the same thing. It's a fact. It's a fucking fact. I even wrote it in a fucking sports article. It's a fucking fact. I'm documented saying that shit before.
Oh man, this is good.
But he turned into the reason they started winning.
Yep.
He won 4 league MVPs. Like, he became the reason. He's a game manager turned game changer.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Back end, he was a game manager surrounded by the super friends of Tampa Bay. But that's just my take. But hey.
But he was fucking 42. Okay. You shouldn't have to be He-Man no more. He's fucking 42 in football.
Y'all know me, man. When I say I was the biggest cheerleader when the Death Star finally crumbled for good, he came back that final season. I said, yes, I want to see him fail. I want to see the family disruptions. I want to see fuck them kids. Fuck, I enjoyed the tablet throwing, the headset throwing, the crash shots. I enjoyed every fucking second of it. Yes, I am a Tom Brady hater. As a matter of fact, I reside on the board of the Tom Brady hate club. Justified or unjustified. You can even call me deranged with my logic for it, but yeah, I did. Oh man. But unfortunately I gotta respect him. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I can't dispute the numbers. As much as I hate him, I can't dispute the numbers. Like, literally, I'm Tony Stark looking at Captain America. I just want to punch him in his perfect teeth. Like, it's on that level.
Yeah, like, it is what it is. Like, my thing is, like, he's on this whole soapbox talking about, like, we discredit this, we discredit that. But I have Jordan as one. Like, I'm just objective. Like, I can look at both sides of the coin. I can say that he no Pip, no chip, because without Pippen, the proof. See, that's the thing. When there's a track record and you can look at it and say, before Pippen, what did he do? Right. He did nothing. He couldn't get out the first round. With Pippen, this is what it did. Oh, man, like, Pippen was a vital part of that. Yeah. Like, Pippen helped elevate that unit. He's a part of it. No Pip, no shit. It's a reason that Pip is a part of the top 50.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it is what it is. Like, It is what it is. Like they don't win without each other,
Oh, that's a
right?
fact.
So
That's a fact.
like, but
here's where we're going to continue to move the argument along, because there's something that I think that where he might have the edge over both of the guys that we're referencing. So obviously when we talk about, the things that those guys get killed for, I mean, Mike was his off the court, shenanigans, whether he got suspended, for gambling and had to take the year and a half off or whatever.
allegedly.
Allegedly. We know he was a gambler, but but allegedly, I still don't think that the NBA commits like financial suicide by doing that. But hey, it is what it is. A lot of unique circumstances surround that segment, and then you got LeBron being falsely, he doesn't have the killer instinct and all this other, shenanigans or whatnot. Our guy Kobe Bryant, when I say this is the one thing I think where he's got both of those guys beat at, and it's just the Mamba mentality. Like, kind of going back to the point that, you brought up when you referenced Gilbert Arenas. Took the Volkswagen and built it into a Bugatti. Like,
All right. So I get I get where you're going.
mm-hmm.
And I'm a Mamba guy. I'm a Kobe guy. But I don't think that competitive edge is so far apart from Jordan.
I hear you.
They're different. They're different. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's a different type of fucking sicko. It's a different type of fucking sicko.
Yep.
To make up a whole lie and tell the tabloids that this motherfucker said something about you to get you amped up for a game.
That's cool.
And it's like
Yep.
Jordan was a different type of sicko mentally as well. Like different type of sicko. Like
he was. I'm not disputing that.
Different type.
He was. But let me counter that argument real quick though, because here's
Go
why
ahead.
I feel that. Again, going back to that, the whole took the Volkswagen body, built into a Bugatti. I'm gonna go even deeper with that. If I had to compare Kobe Bryant to a superhero, who like, I'm gonna ask you this question: if you had to compare Kobe Bryant to a superhero, Marvel, DC, whatever, who would you compare him up to? Like, who would you say he best resembles?
it's either gonna be Batman or Iron Man.
I'm glad you did that. So that's my point right there. Like, and it's more so Batman if you more versus Iron Man. Iron Man was like, millionaire, tactical, but he was strictly weapons based. There was no, you take Tony's suits away, he's powerless, essentially, right? Tony has no combat skills. Batman, however, you take away his gadgets, Batman still got something in the tank. Work ethic, tragedy, literally the Dark Knight, the whole dark concept. Look at the lore. I think of Kobe Bryant is stronger than even that of Michael Jordan. What we got as far as Mike's concerned, he used to get picked on by his big brother, right? We got getting cut from the the middle school team, the shortcomings in high school, having to fight his way through like in North Carolina, and then supersede whoever was like the guy at in Chicago and all that. Kobe's path was a hell of a lot darker than that, if you ask me. What I mean? Some people try to say, well, his dad played in the NBA, he had these advantages. There was a major culture shock, if you know your history about Kobe, like just with him growing up in Europe and then having to readjust coming back here to the States and being super antisocial, going through the culture shock of like growing up in Italy, growing up in all those areas, man, like spending those nights solo because he couldn't speak the language, but like, having to get assimilated with different cultures over there in Europe and having to like spend those nights like putting in that work in the gym, and then coming back here and then having to like legit like play his way into supremacy and then getting on the radars of NBA teams. And even when he got to the league, like Kobe wasn't him on day one. Jordan basically got handed the keys to the franchise when he got there. LeBron got handed the keys to the franchise when he got there. They were them on day one. And
Kobe came off the bench his first 2 years.
He did. That's my point. Like he wasn't given the keys. He had to bust his ass and work his ass off. I mean, we know about the late nights on public parks. We know about playing on hanging out at UCLA's campus. Trying to like again going through those growing pains from like the social standpoint. Again, like literally, it was just like Batman. Like again, the Prince of Gotham. going off, joining the League of Shadows, going through the training regimens and having to train his mind and get to like that level of like obsession, being able to do it, bro. Like just the story alone about him fucking what breaking his the right shooting, like he's a writer, right? He's a right
Yeah,
handed,
you're righty.
broke his damn hand, and he came back just as effective shooting with his left, Zay. Like that you got to be on a different kind of level to have that kind of discipline saying I'm not gonna let a broke my shooting wrist, be like that's a great comparison. Pause. I fucks with the Black Panther talk too. As well, because T'Challa again, you take away his suits, he was still like again. Well,
No,
he got beat by Killmonger in Ritual Combat, but
no. You take away his suit, he's still Black Panther. As long as he still has the flower in him.
also true. Right.
So he's still the Black Panther even without the suit. The
Right.
suit just amps it up. So the moment you strip him of it, that's when he becomes normal.
But the strength of the Black Power can be stripped away.
Exactly.
And he is vulnerable to losing in ritual combat. Batman was like that 24/7. Like he was that dude no matter who the hell he went up against 24/7. Bane, Joker, the Riddler, whether they were smarter, stronger, faster, had supernatural powers, he was still that guy. And still able to find a way to figure it out. Go ahead.
Hey, you named all them.
Mm-hmm.
Superman. He defeated Superman.
He did defeat Superman. And that's my point, bro. Like Kobe, like dog, like that's the thing. And when I say that, look at the gauntlet of the not even just the teams they beat in the NBA Finals. Look at the gauntlet that he went through, bro. San Antonio would have been a much more dominant team if it wasn't for the Lake Show and Kobe Bryant. Their dynasty would have been even greater without that dude, right? The Dallas Mavericks, when they had Nash, Finley,
And
Dirk, the Sacramento Kings, Weber, Paja, Vladi, all them. Like, think about all those damn teams.
Portland feels to this day. If they wouldn't be for them pesky kids in LA, they have a ring.
And that's my point, bro. Like, that was a gauntlet. No disrespect to no disrespect to Patrick Ewing in the Knicks. No disrespect to Miller Time in the Pacers. No disrespect to my iteration of the Orlando Magic, and we know how they were depleted once they lost Shaq to your beloved Lakers. I hate Jerry West. God rest his soul. I hate that moment in time because he fucking ruined my childhood. But
no, he didn't ruin your childhood. Man, the Magic.
Yeah, the man. I know.
They told him go get the money then, and he came back and said, "Hey, West said what was it, 110 or 115?"
Hey, they got that shit. Hey, all I'm gonna say is he was good at $80 million for 4 years. Then all of a sudden, Alonzo Mourning gets his fucking payout, $100 million, and then Shaq gets up to 121, bro. But it's
and yes, we were robbed of a Kobe and Bron's final. It should have happened in 08.
Another thing that we can say about Bron's case, because he should have found a way. Like he tries to kind of think that he is Batman, in which I'm like, no, I don't know about that, brother, because he went through the same challenges that the other guys went through, like not being able to break through and falling short and all that stuff. But he had a clear opportunity to beat Orlando in 2009. Now this is coming from a Magic fan. Like I was scared shitless going up against them. So I'm like, we can't stop that guy. We can't.
I'm gonna tell you this. All right. I remember like it was yesterday.
Yep, talk to me.
Because I had just graduated from high school, so it was 09. We were at B-Dubs. This is after graduation. JB was there. I don't know if he's still listening, but he was there with us. And we was watching the game at B-Dubs. And everybody in there is Cavs fans, right?
Yep.
And the Magic go up, and Turkoglu hits the shot to go overhead, and me and one other person is talking shit because we like Dwight Howard and these boys got these motherfuckers shook. It's over, and then Bron pulled up damn near from half court and hit that bitch. Me and that other motherfucker was all types of bitches and hoes. in that fucking B-dubs.
I hate
People
you.
jumping in
Hate
our
you
face.
guys.
Like,
Oh man, that's tough.
like, yeah, so and that was the only one in the series, right? Y'all won 4-1, didn't y'all? There was a gentleman sweep after that. Like, it's no reason you come off that high and then you collapse the way that was, bro. Y'all had them beat.
You talking about us having the Cavs beat?
You know, like the Cavs should have been able to
Oh.
beat y'all. That like it wasn't. That wasn't a 4-1 type of a roster slide. It wasn't that type of a.
I mean,
The white was the white, but
he
Braun was Braun.
Braun was Braun, but Braun. Well, to Braun's defense, they thought that Mo Williams, who made the All-Star team for that one time, was supposed to be that guy, number 2, and all of a sudden we know there was an APB out for him and his talent in that postseason. We know about Delonte West. We know about the artist formerly known as Jonas Ilgauskas, the Anderson Varejãos of the world. That Orlando team was stacked, bro. Come on, Rashard Lewis. Rafer Alston, Skip to Malou, Hito Turkoglu, Michael Petrus, rookie Courtney Lee, man. That was a stacked Orlando roster. We were just
That team was not supposed to beat that Cavs team. and I was standing on it. Like they did it. Like I called Orlando to win that series.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was gonna be in 5, but nah, like
it might have
that
been
was supposed that was supposed to have been
it might
that was
have been
supposed to have been the Cavs Lakers in the finals that year.
It might have been
That's what the NBA wanted.
It might have been a sweep if Braun didn't hit that damn. That
Oh no,
bullshit three that he hit.
no, hindsight's 2020. We can only go off of what happened preceded. Like yeah, but you can say if you don't hit that, it's a sweep, a clean sweep.
Yeah, but the same if Turkoglu don't hit his shot, we could be talking about some different shit. So
yeah, so
or Charlotte
it
Lewis
is what
too,
it
for
is.
that matter.
We'll never know. We'll never
no
know.
doubt, no doubt. But no, man. But like getting back to the basis, like with the Kobe debate, man. As far as him being that guy, like dog, he is the closest thing that you will see to Batman in the form of a basketball player, bro. Like just finding ways to figure it out, man. Willing to go through it, to be it, and the willingness to be the bad guy. What hurt Superman is that he wasn't willing, in standard Superman lore, he wasn't willing to cross that line to, do what he had to do. Batman was willing to do so. You know what I mean? Like whatever it took to get the job done, even in the face of siding with taking a corrupt action. Like Kobe didn't give a damn about pressure. Like we've seen moments where Bron has folded in some moments. I mean, we've seen much less of that with Michael Jordan besides the first parts of his career, but Kobe just didn't give a damn, bro. He was that warped in the mind, who's taking that shot down the stretch. It ain't nobody else but him. I mean, it was kind of like that with Mike, but it was like that with Mike, but it was even more so like that with Kobe, bro. You knew there was no, especially on that second tier of the Lakers, there was no questioning who was taking that shot. You might have that debate on that first go around with him and Shaq, who's that go to down the stretch, but but even then, Shaq was vulnerable. They knew if they got to Shaq and and they were in foul trouble, you could hack a Shaq. There was a major vulnerability there. You know what I'm saying? So it's you knew who that needed to go to down the stretch in those games, for better or for worse.
And I don't, and just sidebar because I seen a comment. I don't think the players today approach the game like Kobe with his work ethic. Mm-hmm. I disagree with that. I hear they say they idolize him, but nah, and they may strive for that, but that's not how they approach it. That's not how they approach it.
Nobody has that dark history of getting their hearts snatched out, broken, shooting air balls, and as much as we give Bron shit for losing to Orlando, nobody went through jacking up air balls and with the fringe of us witnessing the greatest NBA Finals in history, like how Kobe did. You know what I mean? I didn't hear about Bron getting in there in that lab and working on this. We've heard the stories about the conditioning and the training the body to peak physical condition, but Kobe's work ethic unchallenged. Hell, just go back to the redeemed teams training camp, bro. Everybody, even Bron Bron was on that team too. They out there partying, kicking it, doing their standard workouts. Chris Bosh get up and go down to the lobby. You know, Kobe already like done had like 2 hours worth of shooting and workouts going. And this is for the Olympics. We ain't talking about the NBA championship, bro. This is for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. He said, I'm saying, staying in the gym, working on their game compared to back then, they'll be drunk and high. Yeah, I mean, but you hear that shit now too, like with some of these dudes, man. But honestly, like, give me a good example of like who's putting in that work off the court, and they ain't like out on like no nonsense or no shenanigans. Like the closest guy that you could even remotely throw in that kind of conversation where there's like clear signs of progression and putting in the work to like get to that point is SGA. Everybody else you throw out. Yeah,
that's the only one that comes to my mind is SGA.
He's the only one. Only one. Who else you gonna throw out there? Jokic, there's still some conditioning issues. Giannis still has a limited bag.
The person that's getting there, you know, and I'm not saying this to piss JT off, but it's go piss him off.
It's slightly
it's Wemby,
but I got yeah.
It's Wemby.
Oh, I thought you was going somewhere else with that.
No, it's gonna be Wemby.
But you know what though? You're absolutely right. I mean,
like Wemby works on the mental as well. You know, he goes with the Shaolin monks to try and, you know, help with his inner self and anger. Like, but that's what it is. Like that's the truth. He gonna be the next one that has that crazy work ethic. Like Wemby's gonna be crazy. Wemby's gonna be crazy. Like the proof is there. He works on his game.
Yep.
He went and worked out with Hakeem one off season, and then went with the monks, and then came back and worked with Hakeem Olajuwon again on footwork. He still needs to go work with him some more because he has to work on low post. Like he's not there, but we're talking about an ideology. We're talking about a work ethic. He has the work ethic.
Yep.
Now he just has to do it. Like SGA has the work ethic.
Yep. He's the only one. I mean, bro. Anybody else you throw out there?
I would see, like, so when I say, it's also kind of hard because on the skill side, I say the work ethic is there because I don't think people realize like how efficient Luka is at what he does.
Yeah,
but he just doesn't focus on the defensive side of the ball,
and
he doesn't work. He doesn't focus, and he doesn't focus on conditioning. But like his skill, sharpening his skill.
Yeah. There's a reason why we call him Luka Magic, bro. Yeah,
he's a master of his craft. Like,
yeah, he's all time elite offensively. I mean, there's no denying that. I mean, we haven't seen nobody that unathletic be that skilled. You know, probably since Larry Bird or maybe even Dirk Nowitzki more recently, as far as like working on their offensive craft. You know, than Luka. But no, SGA's there. But anybody else you try to throw out there, bro? There's. I mean, love Ant-Man. We know what type of time Ant-Man be on.
He with the shits.
He's with the. Don't get me wrong. He's got that.
Belongs to the streets.
Literally, that can't leave rap alone. The game needs me, like, you know. And I respect it. He's himself unapologetically, for better or for worse, you know. But he's got some of that mentality, that he's got that dog in him. But unfortunately, the dog can't stay out the streets.
And outside with one of the comments actually, a little bit. I don't think it's to his degree, but I don't think you become as good as he is at what he does. I'll give you the Curry. He the greatest shooter of all time.
Greatest motherfucking shooter ever.
So you don't do that by mistake.
Nah.
So I'll concede that one.
Hey, Zay, remember what I said, bro? There's a trend, bro. You just gotta have a guy that had a dad that played in the league that just wasn't a superstar.
Superstar kids don't pan out.
No, like, exactly, they don't.
And you know, people go trying to be like, well, Harper was an all-star, but he wasn't a superstar.
Nope.
He wasn't a superstar.
Wasn't a household name, right?
It depends on where you look at. He was a household name in Cleveland.
Yeah, because it's in Cleveland. You know, like you.
Hey, but he was a household name in Cleveland and for the Clippers. So
he had a high 16 with the Clippers.
Hey, high 16 is better than some motherfuckers ever have. So
hey, nah, yeah, you could easily be a Jonathan Bender. I get it.
You know what I mean? So,
But nah, man, Kobe, like I think his work ethic, I think if you ask me humbly, my humble opinion, it even exceeds that of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Man, I just think he had a darker history, a darker path, a path that was paved with more obstacles than what both Michael Jordan and LeBron had to go to. Like y'all could try me with the Shaq shit, bro, but like he still had to earn his way, and he did not come in being the guy of the franchise on day one. He fought his ass off to put himself in that position. And this is coming from somebody that hated his guts at that point in time. Because if you know something about me, you know a little bit about my history and how my journey has been, which is a good way to segue into that piece of it. And me being honest, I started off as a Kobe hater as a kid, bro. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like I've thrown it out there a bunch of times. Like, I hated the fact, I even mentioned it so far. Like, I hated the fact that the Lakers stole Shaq from Orlando. They fed his ego, gave him the big contract. Whatever way you want to call it. This is probably the pettiest, but obviously, I had grown up in the '90s. Most of us, love the Brandies and the Monicas of the world. Brandy was my girl back in the '90s, and after I heard that Kobe took her to her senior prom, that fueled that nonsense even more. And then there was the bullshit media narratives, saying he was arrogant and selfish, and he didn't want to pass the ball, and him and Shaq had friction, and they were trying to paint Shaq as this figure that was trying to do things the right way. Meanwhile, he was not putting in the work off the court in the offseason. Boy couldn't leave the Big Macs alone. They hid his nonsense behind the ingrown toenail or weight issues or whatever the case was. And so, like, I grew to understand as I got older and, I started experiencing real life, and I respect the hell out of the grind and the hustle once I learned the full backstory about him. So, like, for me to be coming out and recognizing that and even putting that above a guy I was named after and Michael Jordan, like, bruh, like, if you know, like, period. Like, injuries, man, just the hell, go back to the point where he did, what was his name when he dislocated his one of his fingers or whatever right in the middle of the game. Had Gary Vitti pop that son bitch right back in the socket. Like,
yep.
Like, bruh, like, who does that? What kind of warp?
Kobe was definitely different.
No splints, none of that. Just clink. All right, I'm good. Torn Achilles, can't walk. Walked this, still shot them damn free throws with a torn Achilles, bro. Like, what? Like, oh man, different stuff, bro. And then again, you got the case situation, bro. Every time he stepped into Denver, bro, that was
the birth of the Mamba.
That was the birth of the Black. And that's my point, bro. Like, bro, he is darker than these dudes, bro. Like, let's be honest. The phrase applies. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you merely adopted the dog. Kobe was born in it, molded by it. Like, if we gonna be honest, bro, if we gonna have an honest conversation about it, Kobe was born in the darkness, man. Like, I know LeBron James, with the hard upbringing and, the struggle. I get that, but he was given the keys to the kingdom on day one. It was his franchise. Hell, bro, he was his franchise in his home part of Ohio. He I hate to say it, he was low key cradled to some degree. Like you said, he didn't have to go to face them bright lights in New York or Chicago or Los Angeles, out of all damn places, bro. Like, come on, bro. We talk about, New York being Gotham. LA is a different kind of animal, bro, from the media standpoint. Y'all see how they did Russell Westbrook. He was from LA. Y'all saw how they crucified my boy when he came back and played for the Lakers. We see what they've done to Kawhi Leonard. Paul George, all these dudes from Cali, they don't give two shits. If you don't win, bro, you are lost. You are lost to history, my guy. You are a afterthought. A fucking afterthought, brother. Chris Paul, Blob City, Doc Rivers, you are lost to history. LA don't if IDGAF was a city, it is Los Angeles. They call it the City of Angels. Well, the Angels are very unforgiving when it comes to lack of success, or like they say, man, you put on that Laker uniform, this is the standard. Just ask Jeremy Lin. Beloved in New York, Linsanity was one thing, but
The insanity was all of 2 weeks, man. People forget that.
Hey, the definition of a hot 16 rapper.
Hot 8, boy.
Oh
It was a
shoot!
wild 2 week stretch.
He said, "You're a hot 16." And a hot 16. But yeah, man. No, I think Mamba's level as far as like being that competitive guy, man, it's just on a different kind of level, man. But final piece here, we're gonna move it on and switch subjects here because I think we've been spinning the wheels. Is it safe to say that the basketball world has gone in the wrong direction, leaving Kobe out of this GOAT conversation? Your final take on that, Zay?
Yeah, like I think he needs to be mentioned, but he needs to be mentioned. He deserves a seat at the table. If you don't say he should be in the GOAT conversation, the top two, that's fine. But the disrespect of him not being top 10 or top 5, like it's fucking blasphemy. That needs to stop. That's the bare minimum needs to stop. Like he's the second best shooting guard of all time behind Jordan. So that's one reason I can't put him at one because I firmly have Jordan ahead of him. But
That's fair.
but Kobe is my guy. Like he's my favorite. But I have Jordan ahead of him.
Yeah.
I can make both statements. But leaving him out this conversation of top 10, top 5, thinking you can name 10 people better than him, like he's fucking asinine. Like even if you use the logic that he's a Jordan clone, if Jordan's one and he's a clone of him, and he has more points than him all the time, and only one less ring, then you can't be like he's 10 spots behind him.
Yeah.
So
Made it to just as many finals. You know.
made it to more.
He did make
Lost
it to
two.
more. You're right.
Went to seven finals.
You right. I forgot about the Pistons in the first Celtics, but came back and beat the Celtics 2 years later. But
Yep.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, went to 7. So
Yeah. Yep. Got there with a depleted roster because they did not have Andrew Bynum for that first run. Like, people want to say that, oh, he didn't have to carry a depleted team. That first Lakers team was definitely a leak, like at least the first in Kobe's second title run. That was definitely a leaky boat. A lot of people forget that they didn't have Bynum and going into that finals. And as you clearly showed in those next two finals, that he was a major impact player before the knees finally went out. So like,
then his mind went after.
Boy, I still can't get over the James Brown hairstyle shit that he had going for a hot second, bro. Then fucked up his knee in the bowling, bro. Like, what the fuck? But nah, we go get ready to switch gears, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Chat, y'all was litty today. Special shout out to JT, boy. Definitely gonna have to discuss that a little bit further, one of these days. But as we talked about it last week, us being a part of the club that had to have our beloved College Football 27 on early release day, there was no waiting it out and none of that. Unlike some people here in the chat slowing us down, we still ain't get the damn dynasties going. Hey man, next year you gonna have to bite that bullet, bro. Hell, I don't care if you gotta be like me, put that some bitch on Afterpay, bro. You gotta get that early version next year. Stretch it out. But nah, man, we are here. Segment 2 here. We're officially ready to discuss the official release day for College Football 27, and it is now live as of 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon on this beloved Thursday afternoon. But Zay, we've had a chance to get in the lab, do some stuff, play some online games, mess around with some Road to Glory, and in my case, Dynasty Mode. But how we feeling, man? Game's been out for a week. There's a lot of stuff out there in the social media atmosphere and in the gaming community about our game. But how you feeling so far about College Football 27?
I'll start with the positives. I don't know if you feel the same way, but gameplay wise, this is easily the best one.
I concur.
I don't know if you remember me telling you offline, not on air, but I was like, man, I wish they would bring some of the Madden movements over to NCAA. If they do, it's a problem. Yep. So when I get into open field, it's gonna be a fucking problem for people. It's gonna be a fucking problem.
Are you suggesting that you got more in the bag besides that lovely hurdle that you like to do?
Oh, it's a lot more in the bag. It's a lot more in the bag. Like I only heard it'll be an asshole because I only do it with the bigger people because I know y'all going for the trying to chop a tree. So
We're working on it, Ruli. It's gonna happen tonight, man. As soon as we wrap up, I'm gonna be working on that. But go ahead and say my fault.
yeah, so you know what I mean? For what? We don't care about you being in the OG. We don't care about it, Rutherford.
He said, "Give me Alabama." I was showing one of the best moments in like our podcast's history, bro.
Hey man, you better not get fucking fired from Bama. I know that, Ruby. These new AD expectations, we go see. But nah, like I love the gameplay. Best gameplay by far. I like the presentation that they went into. I like the added macros. So if y'all ain't into those, get into them. You gonna be at a disadvantage if you ain't utilizing them. I still got some more to build out. I only got like 2 or 3 right now, but as I play more, I'm gonna build out some more, and I'm gonna really be able to get cooking. So you know, I'm eventually have my macros for everything. If I see something that you're doing, I'm gonna be able to check, check.
That's fucking guy.
So
the evil genius.
So yeah, like you know, I'm 3-0 and rolled to the CFP already. I went on Ultimate Team because of the card situation. Like I ain't paying for none of that. Played the 3-on-3 joint, got our heads beat in one game, but like when you going out there with 70 overall cards and they got nothing but 85 overall cards.
Oh yeah, you could. Period.
It's a card thing over a skill thing. So and yes, the green bean catches are insane. I've been on the receiving end of both sides. So yeah, you know,
the power is green.
You know, the only thing I wish they would have took out is the invisible OPI cheese that's still in the game. But you know, for you exporters out there, that's the only way this shit go get off. So
already we got exporters.
So hey, if you can't do it straight up, hey man, I respect the Al Davis movement. You know, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So I respect it, baby. I respect it. So you know, I don't need that to win. But it is what it is, and I respect it, and I welcome all that because that shit will be dead. So you know. That's what I'm gonna go with the positives first, and I'm gonna hear what you got to say, and then we can get into the dark side of it. So
no doubt. Well, we're gonna talk about the Jedi version of this, man, and no, I concur. The gameplay is just so much more smoother. Like probably like most people, man, had to get adjusted to some of the stuff. You know, I instantly, seeing what worked on 26 last year, is a lot of it does not necessarily work immediately. Definitely had to get in the lab, man. But I feel like I'm a newly minted coach, man. Like literally, like working through, like literally getting in that lab, getting in practice mode, like going through playbooks, going through formations, man, and seeing stuff, like just kind of seeing how read and reacts, man, and just learning it, man. Like it wasn't one of those I could just like pick up like exactly where I was like with 26 and everything works. I mean, controls are different, schemes are different, adjustments are different across the board. So I love it, man. I'm still, working through some things, but so far, man, I love everything about it. Like you said, the presentation, I love the potential that Dynasty Mode has, like just with the introduction of the Dynasty points, really being able to like build a program up and like get those extra like things. It's gonna be a strategy fest, man. Like I'm very much looking forward to what the potential that both our OG Dynasty and the Gulag Dynasty is gonna have. Here in a little bit once we officially launch them here in the next 24 hours. Last notice to y'all, man, get your shit together because we're about to be ready to rock and roll no later than this weekend, if not tonight, in the case of the Gulag. But I love it, man. I love the direction that it's heading in. One thing I'm gonna get off my chest real quick for you whiny, complaining people. Stop crying about the damn run game, bruh. Like, stop it. Find a way to stop it. I'm going to just flat out put it like that, man. The one golden rule in football, man, you got to run something into it, and you better find a way to stop it. And I'm tired of hearing y'all talking about run cheese. What are we talking about here, bro? Run cheese? Find a way to stop the damn run. Especially if you know what's coming, there's adjustments that can be made to stop it, like flat out. Like you can't sit there and tell me that there isn't, but you gotta find a way to get out there and do what you got to do as far as stopping the run. My boy Money said green bean catches are insane. Yep, you're right. Ruley, hang on, catching up your own comments. He says things are going to be different. He says, just watch. Money say he gonna get Dash a boot.
Hey, Ruli, you in the chat, right?
He in the chat. He here,
I just want you to look up the definition of insanity,
bro. I'm gonna defend him slightly, and only this once. There's a fine line between persistence and insanity. Be persistent, Ruli. Do not be insane. That's all I'm gonna say. Because this is what you think it's gonna be different. Yeah, you might want to add some more tools and some new chapters to the book of Ruli and the Ruli special, because that shit might be over with. So, but nah, man, I definitely love the direction that the game is heading in general. But like with most sports games, there's always patches that are needed, glitches that comes out. Nothing ever seems to be a complete game here, but let's first give our official takes on whether we feel that this game is effectively better than 26 based on our initial reviews here. How are we feeling?
Gameplay wise, yes. Since we haven't jumped into the dynasties, I'm not going to say dynasty last year was good. I felt like they should have built off of last year's dynasty, which leading into it, that's the way it was pitched. But we know game launch, and we got hit with some surprises.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ha motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
All rise, motherfucker.
So we here.
Literally,
and,
wrong size, motherfucker.
Right. And we here, and we were introduced into Dynasty and Road to Glory with microtransactions. And it's an uproar about it, and rightfully so. And I understand other people were like, oh, it's a choice. It is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't, right? So if it's a choice, like, I'm gonna stick to Dynasty on this one.
Yep.
Right? So if it's truly a choice, last 2 years they had the coach progression speed where you go normal, slow, slowest, or normal, fast, or fastest. Well, this year there was only normal, slow, and slowest. No fast or fastest. But they introduced a paywall to progress your coach faster. But this ability to pay for your coach's levels is something that you can turn off by the commissioner in your dynasty. And every online dynasty that I have said I was going to be a part of or even heard of going on, they're disabling that possibility. So therefore, that isn't an actual fucking choice. Because in essence, if you want to be in it for the long haul, you can spend $100, have a 100 overall coach off rip. Granted, you wouldn't be able to have shit like CEO and a couple of things. All the trees wouldn't be unlocked day one. But who knows? Is there a possibility that they could be like, hey, you a level 100, pay to get CEO instead of winning 2 natties? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I'm not with it. I'm not with the microtransaction in that regard. Like, I'm all with the grind. Like, we went 14, 15 seasons in our gulag last year.
Shout out to the gulag.
I just cracked 100, like the day before, level 100 before the day, like before the new one dropped.
Yeah. And
we started that like day 3 that the game launched.
We did. Yep.
So, I got to that level 100, and it's a grind, my boy, and that's not shitting, but I had like 9 fucking natties, and I'm like, what else? You feel like Tyrese? You like, to get to this level 99, level 100, you like, what else more do you want from me? Like, it's a grind. Like, bro, I would go
Oh
a full
shit!
season and win a natty and go up one level. It was getting to that hard to get from 99 to level 100. I'm like,
Right.
the fuck is going on? Like, Jesus. So the grind was real even with fastest. Once you got up to those
Mm-hmm.
high, like the 90s, like it's slow. Once you get past 85, shit's slow. Like, so that's the dark side of it. And the microtransactions is bullshit. And I'll let you get your how you feel about it because you play more Dynasty than I did.
I definitely,
So
yeah. Nah, I mean, I've been like I told you, bro. I've been especially on my 2 off days. I've been definitely in the room with 1,000 candles lit on this dynasty shit. If you know, you know. But nah, man. There's definitely some work that needs to be done. I could definitely tell there immediately that there were some issues like with recruiting in particular. Just kind of some glitches being out there. They even got videos out there for it already, which I hate. You guys that post exploits and want to get the casuals in on like the biggest like ways to cheese the game. But hey, what else is new? That's the gaming age we live in. But nah, man, just the fact that I mean, I love the whole NIL concept that they've done, where like you can't just like hand out 35 scholarships like how it used to be in the old days. That is now tied to NIL and impacts like what kind of scholarships that you are putting in there in general. Money says also, can we stop attacking the devs of the game, please? They have no say in what gets put in the game. They have to. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They definitely do it. They have to adhere to which way they want to go. And with that, he says, how do you feel about catch timing on defense? Um,
I like it until the day until I got hold,
right, because yeah, it's
but
definitely been
I still like it in general. Like I got hold twice on this day, but
yeah.
it is what it is. Like I know I'm gonna be on the beneficiary side of some of those this year too. I've already been on the beneficiary side. Like my
Mm-hmm.
very first game, like I just tried it out
Yeah.
threw a little lobby lob and to a 6'5" tight end, and he was a 5'10" safety on him. Mouse in the house.
No doubt.
Like so, I get it.
Too small, kill him. But nah, man, I'm fully on board with it. I just like usual, like with most of these sports games, there's going to be some stuff that needs to be patched. Primarily with recruiting so far, it definitely needs some patchings. I hate the fact that like I can go shopping for 5 stars very late in the season and they haven't been talked to by anybody. Like I know that's kind of like the thing that you pull off like midway through, but like I shouldn't be in week 13 and there's 5 stars that haven't even been talked to or anything like that. So that's a little unrealistic as well. And the fact that some guys are getting away with making offers to top tier guys that clearly have 250 NIL like coach dynasty point requirements, and somehow guys are able to get them signed with not having a budget at all for that as well. So that's also a little crazy. But again, I expect like some patches to come out here in the near future to tighten some of this stuff up. I'm excited for it, but we ain't gonna know until we get through our first season and really like be able to give it like a full assessment. But like early release after having some time to run some games and stuff, I definitely like the potential. I just wish y'all still stop crying about pancake blocking, like where like teams don't play smash mouth football still in real life in some cases. You know what I mean? Like those of us that like to run the rock, like hey, stop complaining, bro. Find a way to stop it. Load the box. Do what you got to do. Like you got people out there with TikTok videos out there trying to be like, well, how's this hole developing? I'm like, well, why the hell are you showing a 5-man front with 3 right there in the center? 2 like ends that are kind of like in a super wide look, like out there on outside tight ends against a 7-man front. Like, what are we talking about here? You're probably going to get there's going to be a hole that opens up, especially if you take the wrong angle with your middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So like, stop whining about it, man. Get in the lab. Don't come out with these premature videos like bashing gameplay, because that's the one thing. Like I don't care what nobody says. The gameplay has taken a noticeable step forward. There's no denying that. In particular, secondly, with the angst, what was the hashtag they came out with, man? What was it? Just play, don't pay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm,
Or
I'm
pay
with
no
that.
play, like play no pay, or pay no play, or whatever it was. But
Yeah, I think.
it got EA's fucking attention with over 100,000 people canceling pre-orders and getting refunds. So they got the fucking message, and
No doubt.
they addressed it today. So, which people complaining like, oh, why are people bitching? Like you bitch because at the end of the day, like we are the one with the buying powers, and we're the consumer. And sometimes you have to treat the consumer right. So we're not bitching about microtransactions and Ultimate Team. We know that's his own beast with microtransaction. That's fine. Have that world that makes you money. Fine. Don't bring that shit to our sandbox. Don't bring that shit to
Dynasty
to
and
Road to Glory,
Road to
which is a
Glory,
4-year thing that you can't do anything, and you spend all this money for. So now my Road to Glory rant. You to spend all this money to get him to a 99 for then to bring him over to Madden to reset him at a fucking 72 when he gets to Madden. So then I got to pay again to develop him in Madden. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, change that shit. Like, it's an offline mode. You can't do anything with him. Like, at least you can see the paywall in Madden because they do have a online feature with that with Superstar Mode where you can take them to the yard or whatever it's called on there, which I play and I partake in. So I get it in that aspect, but not on college football. Like, not in college football.
Hell no, top you funny as shit, bro. Exactly. He said, bro, the room with the door locked, let me in. Pause. Yeah, definitely need to pause that. That was crazy.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like, bro, like
That's exactly it, buddy. Exactly. Running nickel double A, like, come on, bro. Like, what is you doing? You're going to get knocked out the damn box, bro. Period. Like, what are we talking about, man?
blitz, Bama blitz.
And literally, you better be. Hey, I don't give a damn, bro. Last time I checked, you can still send safeties down on blitzes if you know what the hell you're doing. So you better engage 8, something. And there's ways to stop it, bro. Like I've even figured out some shit today, like with the little defensive tweaks, like get up in there, like you just gotta get in that bag, man. It's just
You gotta play. You gotta play around with it, bro. Like that's it. Like you know, it is what it is, and we here, and we gonna continue to adjust, and it should be a fun year in the dynasty. You know, I'm glad that EA did come off their high horse and agree to change some things. I haven't jumped on Dynasty to see if I didn't see if my game actually updated by itself today with the official launch, because they said that some of these fixes were with the official launch. That some will be coming in a later patch, but like they said, they added in the fastest coach regression. So now instead of it being slowest, and normal, it's gonna be slowest.
Casual.
It's gonna be career authentic, and then
Competitive and I think casual. Yep.
Simulation and then casual.
Yep.
So career authentic, simulation, and then casual. Casual being the fastest. And it's 1.5 times the speed. So it's still gonna be a little slower. It's probably more realistically like fast instead of fastest.
Yeah.
But you know, well, it says it's equivalent to the faster setting. Yep, the faster. It's not fastest. So they gave us faster. They're like, we're not giving you all fastest, but we'll give you all faster. So
It's hilarious.
which is gay, but it is what it is. I guess that's their compromise. We're not gonna give you our fastest, but we will give you fast.
Insane.
So-
Insane that we're even having this conversation. Like, I just don't understand like where the decision was. Well, I kind of understand where the decision was. Like, I guess the broader scope is with them having to increase like NIL payouts like for the game, and adding some of this stuff in there. They had a bill to pay, and who better than to put the bill on the consumers with microtransactions? Beautifully done, but I hate it.
Didn't have it in the beta. Didn't have it. None of that.
None of that, bro. Like that release. Like we was like on live and like watching like after the fact when they was talking about this shit. Where was that information at then? I'd have respected it. Just get out ahead of it then.
In the back pocket, tucked. So like it's cool that they have it, that they adjust the progression, and if you still want to have the paywall, you can, but hopefully just with the faster, we'll be fine. So it won't be like last year's progression. So I probably won't hit 100 this year, and I'm fine with that. Like as long as I'm competitive and we playing for championships every year, being like Kurtz and Eddie, like it doesn't matter why you come here. I only care about what you do when you get here.
That's right.
Winning's winning.
That's right.
By a point or 80, winning's winning.
That's right.
So
that's what Dom said. That's whether he win by an inch or he win by a mile. Winning is winning. So nah, man. But all in all, man, how we feeling generally to break it out and move on to the final stretch here?
I
Our
love it.
final grades so far. Do we feel like they got it? They're heading in the right direction at least.
Head in the right direction. I'll give it a B right now. I can't give it an
Gotcha.
A until I deep dive into it and find everything. Like I simmed a little Dynasty season or two, but I'm just like I need to get in with other users to really find out like how this is because like even last year when you doing those sandbox sims with the recruiting,
Yeah.
it's a different challenge from when you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15, 20 different users all going after certain recruits. It's different. So when you get into those elements, it's a different grind. So I'm ready for
Nah,
it.
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm right there with you in that B ballpark. I'll probably give it about a B plus. Right now, I just gotta see what these patches are gonna look like. They definitely. I mean, I probably was a segment away from like going to C plus until I heard the final like announcement come out today talking about the changes with the speed. So I appreciate them like not totally saying F you guys and we're gonna put you through hell like for the next gaming cycle because I probably would have called into question what the future of the franchise is going to look like. But hey, this community is still in its infancy stage. We're officially in the third season of it. I like the direction that it's heading in. B plus. Just gotta see what happens with these upcoming patches and if they are going to help the game or improve the game. And I promise, if y'all nerf the run game, I'm gonna feel some type of way, and we'll be having this conversation here in a couple of weeks. So don't touch the run game. I don't give a damn. We eat pancakes for lunch.
And dinner.
That's right. That's right. And speaking of dinner, man, this guy, I need him to find a spot to set up shop for his Last Supper because as of this moment, LeBron Ramon James has officially not signed with a NBA team as of this minute here. I was kind of keeping everything open just in case if we heard something, but the LeBron watch continues here. Latest rumors, according to the NBA community, things are still kind of centered around or at least three teams according to what AI is saying right now. Still chances that the King could be landing for his final seasons in the city of brotherly love after some recent acquisitions. Could be taking his talents possibly still to South Beach, and obviously home is where the heart is. He could be coming back home for his curtain call with the Cleveland Cavaliers here. So, Zay, we're still on LeBron watch here based on some of the updates and moves that have been made. In particular, where does your take and where do you think the King is going to land to complete his career? What your gut telling you right now this minute?
My gut's telling me Golden State, but
Oh. So I haven't ruled out West Coast bad boys, huh? The unction, you haven't ruled out the unction yet?
nah, I haven't. I think he really want to play with Curry. Um,
Yeah.
I just pray he don't go to Philly. Like that's like some Avengers activate type shit.
Woo!
If he does that, we clearly know why he going. He going to get a ring,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be a tough fucking five to beat. It's a tough fucking five.
Like,
Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, Braun, and Embiid. That's a tough fucking five.
that's a balanced breakfast, as we like to say, if that is the case.
So, and they still have a decent bench. Like,
Young, still young.
so it's a well balanced breakfast. So I believe it's between those two. I don't see him going back to Cleveland. I just don't.
You don't see it? No curtain call, man.
No, I don't see him going back to Cleveland.
Even with Donovan Mitchell getting that bag here recently with the
Nah, 'cause,
4-year,
like-
273.
Like I get that's home, but like when he made his comments about Memphis, he even did something like I feel the same way about playing in Cleveland. Like I don't like it. So
It's water under
So
the
I get
bridge,
it.
man.
nah, like yeah, Cleveland
Like-
will welcome him back, but like
Of course they would.
but nah, bro.
They ain't spinning the block.
Like I don't think Draymond opted out of his player option and took less money for no fucking reason. Like
Long-term security. He wanted to get some guaranteed dollars
Nah,
for the next 3 years.
yeah,
They
to
said,
go get
"Bullshit."
Braun. It was to go get Braun, but that's also why he hasn't re-signed yet until after that. This is so he didn't do that shit for no fucking reason, bro. So I'm gonna say Golden State. That's what I feel in my gut is that he'll be a warrior.
No chance of the Heatles part 3 or part 2.
Nobody like he gonna play point guard then. Like,
Right.
but nah,
What?
I
No,
don't.
Davion Mitchell to the rescue.
Davion can get you 5 assists, but that's it. And he plays some defense, but nah, I think that's the worst duo in basketball. The worst power duo. Let me say that worst power duo.
Talking about the Miami.
Bam and Giannis just does not mesh with me. Like, I do not see how that works.
You already know my take, bro. That's
You got a
about to be
six. You got a 6'11". You got a 6'11" power forward and a 6'9" center.
Yeah, man. I hear you, man. If you ask me, you got 2 power forwards. I still don't say Bam is a legit center, but to each his own. But yeah. I just
He
think
said,
they
"My
just-
wife is a center. I'm a center. Well, my baby, my girl is a center. I'm a center."
Yeah, right. Pretty much. Nah, shout out to them, man. Definitely respected what they doing as power couple. If y'all know what we're talking about, Bam Adebayo and his lady, Asia Wilson. Yeah, no. This is a tough one, man, because I hear you with the Golden State claims, but actually, let me go ahead and throw this up here on the screen here, because obviously there's the teams that have been thrown out there. Cleveland, Golden State. Obviously, we know Los Angeles is out the question at this point. I'm gonna take my. I'm gonna go conservative on this one. I say he calls it in Cleveland, man. I think everything is right with him officially, basically saying this is not about money, and he's willing to take less, where it's about happiness and all that stuff. I think the potential is there in Cleveland. The flexibility is there. They have the coaching, they have the structure in place. You got the pieces that you can count on to help carry that load. Essentially, with him coming in basically as a closing guy, or that can do other things as well too. I mean, I like Cleveland, but I'm also not discounting. I got Cleveland that be my number one pick, with Golden State as a very, very close second, because they're the ones that seem to be having things in motion and things that are moving to land him there. Even I still don't know how that's going to work out with him, Curry, Draymond, and if Jimmy Butler's going to be back in the fold. And it's just about to be an unction out there, bro. It's about to be they about to be old as shit. It'd be interesting to see, but whoo, that team is aged. I don't know. But doubling down, out of these moves that are left, which team do you think gives him the best shot to win and protect his legacy? Because obviously we know what's happening.
Philly.
With Philly definitively.
Yeah, best chance to win Philly. If healthy, I don't know how they lose.
Yeah, because here's the scary part about that situation with Philly. You can easily low manage a JoJo and Bron, and you can, real talk, even take them 2 out the equation. You still got one hell of a trio to deal with between Maxey, JB, and VJ, bro. That's still one hell of a trio to deal with, bro. Ooh-wee. You could easily manage Bron and manage JoJo, but that Philly's a scary thing if that's the case, man. I just question, is he really able to table his ego and agenda, man, to truly buy into the winning in team concept? If that is the case, there, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Here comes Money with some late facts here. He says they added XP
facts.
Sliders.
It's not facts, because he just disregarded the whole article I sent him.
Oh yeah,
From EA. That's old, bro.
Yeah. You're a little out of date there, my guy.
They already said they changing it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Austin's your guy. I got you. Okay. Ruli says he's going Golden State on that. So, he said, yeah, LeBron to Minnesota would be interesting as well. But
we already said they're gonna be exciting if they add Bron to that mix.
Yeah, man. Well, not like a little Hawaiian energy to get in there and mix things up. That's for certain. So I'd be curious to see how that dynamic definitely works out there. Team that gives him the best chance is clearly Philly. If he goes there, he's definitely going. There's no reason why they should not come out the Eastern Conference, especially if they can stay healthy. for the most part. But I think literally like if he goes to Philly, it's literally Hell Hydra. Cut off one head, two more shall take its place. Like I think that it could be about as foolproof of a final destination that it could possibly get here. So yeah, we will see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold the phone. We got breaking news here. Nah, I'm bullshit, man. I just had that tucked away just for some bullshit.
Yeah.
The breaking news is
that. I'm the black Woj anyway.
Zay and his sources.
I'm the black Woj. So.
Nah, the breaking news is that we've officially reached the end of this week's episode, man. Appreciate y'all timing in. I'm just curious to see how y'all feel when I said, "Oh, we got breaking news," but nah, I just had that one tucked away just
like I looked at my phone like the nigga like I ain't getting no text. I'm the black Shefty, baby. Like
Black Shefty. Yeah, you one of the most hated pages on Facebook. If you're the Black Adam Schefter, buddy. If you're on Facebook, if you don't, you know Black Adam Schefter is one hell of a page to follow for good comedy, boy. Woo! But nah, man, we gonna quit messing around, and we've reached the closing note, man. Hey, shout out to the chat, y'all boys was cutting up. He said, "Look at Tom." He said, "Hey, bro, stop." Oh shoot, I can't, man.
Brother Shams.
Yeah, literally the brother Shams. That's right, man. Nah. I just want to know how many of y'all was like looking at your phones like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, what?
I looked down like, man, this nigga trolling. Like,
he was over like, you know shit.
Because like, one, I would have seen something, and then my group text would have been like, bing, 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 bing. Because just for point of reference, the dude Mike Shields that was in the chat, him, JT, dude Jonathan Crutcher, all in the group text, and they all Brown guys, like besides JT, but we all in there together. There's one more named Cedric that he's made comments every once in a while.
Yeah,
we all in there.
Yeah.
Yep. So we all in the group text. Phone will be going crazy.
Oh, no, for sure. I've been right there with you. I put it this way. If that actually did happen, I'd have been like, wait a minute, hold up. Let me make sure this is... is this shit regulation? Nah, let me quit messing around, though. But, nah, like I said, I appreciate, man. Shout out to some people that made their debuts. Austin, Top, Shields, JT, appreciate you getting here. JB, Money, Ruli, Paz, Nick, man... If I'm forgetting somebody, my fault, man. But I can't express how much I appreciate y'all bringing that energy to the chat, man. Y'all was definitely Ruli. Y'all was really rocking tonight, man. With the chat and the antics and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate y'all's input, man. Definitely need y'all to continue to bring that energy, man, so we can get this thing popping and get it rolling. But again, grand closing, we are officially arrived. As always. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the Crisp Logic Podcast on all social media platforms. We just completed number 67, 68 coming to you soon in about a week. And the road to 100 episodes continues as we are still on this journey. But, Zay, you got anything for the people before we get out of here and go pay these bills and play some college football?
Same message as every week. We got another listen for the first 100 day in Austin. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell their friend to tell their friend. This is a movement. This is a way that, for us to express ourselves and invite the community in. To have barbershop talk with everybody. And we welcome everybody in here. You've seen us argue with people in the comments about Magic Johnson being, so we welcome it all. We love the support. We love the engagement. So continue to rock with us as we rock with y'all guys. And let's make this a great movement. And, like, follow, subscribe, share, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We ain't on LinkedIn yet, but shit, who knows? Maybe soon. Like everywhere, worldwide, prestige worldwide.
We just trying to polish our approach before we get to LinkedIn. But nah,
prestige, man, worldwide.
No, man, no doubt. Nah, man, it's definitely been an amazing journey so far. I can't express how much I appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Shout out to the VFE clan, man. Y'all continuing to hold it down and represent for us on so many fronts and supporting the movement, man. But y'all definitely made this episode fun. I'm glad that the vision came and y'all didn't disappoint, man. You know the Jordan stands, the LeBron stands, and the Kobe stands and fans. Y'all brought y'all's energy, and I appreciate it, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all's love and support, man. But now be sure to check us out, man. We're gonna be back next week with another episode, same time, same channel as always. But it has been another session. You've been live with Frost and Zay, and if so, that means you've just reached the conclusion of the Crisp Logic podcast. We're gonna get out here and holler at y'all, and we're gonna see y'all on next week's episode. Y'all be easy. Peace.